I'm Sara Ellison and I'm a full professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy at the University of Victoria. So my research focuses on the general question of galaxy evolution, so how we build up from small building blocks of dwarf galaxies up to big galaxies like our Milky Way. I look at what happens when galaxies are on a collision course, when they smash into each other, and what happens in terms of bursts of star formation and merging black holes in their centres. So in terms of why astronomy is important for Canadians, the Canadian federal government has recently committed to spending some $300 million on funding our component of the 30-metre telescope. This will be the largest optical telescope on the planet. So astronomy is destined to be a very big part of Canada's science diet over the coming decades. The most exciting part is that moment of discovery, the moment when you realise you have understood something that maybe no one else on the planet has yet understood.
My name is Rhodes, and I'm a professor at the School of Exercise Science, Physical and Health Education at the University of Victoria. My area of research is focused on the psychology of physical activity and sedentary behavior. In our research, we look at how to promote physical activity and strategies to reduce you from sitting as much. Physical inactivity is associated with at least 25 chronic conditions, including some of our biggest killers, such as cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. My research looks at innovative strategies to get the population more active. So I was originally inspired by my own struggles with physical activity and the strategies I had to use to keep active. Since that time, I've been inspired by the participants in our trials and the major barriers and obstacles they've had to physical activity.
I'm Dr. Dániel Biró. I teach in the School of Music at the University of Victoria, and I teach composition and music theory. I am a composer, and I compose music as a type of research. So composition is not only something to reenact, but actually to discover about consciousness, about perception, about emotion. My area of research is in the cultural field and in looking at how culture is part of society, how culture develops, much like science develops. Culture can be disturbing, culture can transform our norms, culture can actually bring new insight to society. Composition is a difficult process, so it's a challenge, and I am inspired by difficulty. I'm inspired by having to, say, do something that's unknown, where it's scary, almost like, say, bungee jumping. In our world, a composer is not only someone who creates something new, but protecting something that's old. So it's almost like we're a conservationist of culture.